Boston Celtics going up against the Golden State Warriors. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. We look at the Celtics. Off to a great start this season, currently in second.
And you know, for the Celtics, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
It appears to me, though, that this group has all the ingredients for a special season.
And around the NBA, all eyes are on this matchup.
Exactly, because we've had it circled as well on the calendar for some time. I mean, tremendous fan interest, and to me, Kevin, this is what the NBA is all about. High-level teams going at it for supremacy.
It's good.
You know, right there, very aggressive inside. Thomas keeps the defense guessing.
Green finds Pachulia. Golden State moving it around. On the wing, Thompson. Over Smart. That's short off the rim. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to catch up with the Celtics head coach. He wants his team to be physical and engaging against Steph Curry. They have prepped the bench to be ready to bring that same physicality if the starters get tired chasing Curry around. He likened it to an elementary game because Steph has endless energy to run. Let's see if they can slow him down tonight. Back over to you guys.
Okay, David, thanks. Here's Brown. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Here's Thomas. A beautiful reverse layup. Thomas got his second basket of the game.
The epitome of a value-utility player, Crowder does all he can to help his team, including making good passes.
Green dishes to Pachulia. Outside Curry. Off target from outside. Celtics have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Curry against Thomas. Horford sets a screen for Thomas. The kick out to Crowder. Shot clock at 6. Drops in the tray.
And early on, they looked great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Curry against Thomas. Here's Durant. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Durant so good at finishing in tight. Excellent in the paint.
The Celtics have gone 4-4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
Now here's Curry. He's averaging just around 28.5 points a game, so many offensive skills in his toolkit.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
To the paint. And finished off by Horford.
And the quick decision-making of Thomas critical in being excellent at running the pick and roll.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And the Warriors making a change here. Iguodala's checked in. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been terrific at turning turnovers into points. The Celtics second and third, the Warriors.
And how many times have we seen these two clubs force turnovers and then convert at the other end? They really share a lot of similarities.
Now here's Durant. Last game we saw him score 13. A little shot fake there, got the D out of position. 6 points for KD. Thomas kicks to Brown. Crowder feeling it out a bit. Thomas, it's a wide open look. Drains it from beyond the arc. Thomas got 7.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling. Off to a very good start offensively as a result.
It's Durant on the wing. It's over Crowder, and it's Durant, that time on the assist by Curry. 8 points for him.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Thomas with the ball, outguarded by Pachulia. Crowder finds Brown. And here is Horford. He's covered by Thompson. Takes it off the glass.
Oh, great ball movement there.
1:58 left to play here in the first. Thomas against Curry. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
That's the defense's fault right there. You can't allow Durant to get that kind of position.
1:43 left in the first quarter. And now the first timeout called here for Boston. This game against Golden State is the first time they've met this season.
It's not often we get to see this matchup, but it is a doozy when we do. Just two powerhouse teams facing off.
Really easy to tell that this is an important game. I mean, I don't know if the crowd will get a chance to take a breath in this one.
Boston making some changes. Olynyk is checked in for Brown, and it's Gerald Green in for Marcus Smart. There's 1:40 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Olynyk. Nails the baby hook.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Oh, that's an effective use of the dribble.
Celtics leading by 8. Horford. That shot off. Excellent D there from Pachulia. KD passes to Iguodala. Here's Curry with the 3. Rebound Boston. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Yeah, and that one, they just locked it down defensively. Challenged shots and really protected the rim.
Well, I tell you what, I think you got to really appreciate the grit, getting dirty, staying engaged. That's really what defense is all about.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Impressive decision-making there. He could have tried to score, but makes the right decision and hits the open shooter.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
He has perfected his ability in the pick and roll. Curry going to work.
Thomas against Thompson. Here's Green, and it's Green shutting it down.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Celtics lead by 6. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Boston.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
You know, I also like the fact they've been really aggressive in attacking from behind the arc. They could do a lot of damage from there tonight.
It's deflected. He's got a clear path. Here's Olynyk. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Back to Livingston. Over Rozier. Rebound by Olynyk.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Over in the corner, Rozier. Good on the three-point shot. And now it's an 11-point Celtic lead.
He might not have the long-range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Thompson misses. And here's Rozier. He brings it up for the Celtics. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, where they'll face the Pistons. It's game one of a 3-game road trip.
You know, he's a reliable source of offense, Gerald Green is, and he knows he's out there to score it, and he does that pretty well.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout, looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Some changes for Boston. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Zeller. Smart comes in for Gerald Green. And Thomas subbed in for Rozier. And the Warriors also making a change. Green's checked in. Warriors trail by 13. Iguodala kicks to Thompson. And just miss after miss right now.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
6 on the shot clock. Smart, wide open, he fires. No good from outside. The Warriors have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. And we find out a lot about teams at this stage of the year, Greg. It becomes pretty clear where the soft spots are.
Yeah, this is where the general managers earn their keep. There's plenty of time until the trade deadline when there's a clear issue. A GM's got to start working the phones and address it.
Now, here's Jerebko, guarded by Green. Outside Thomas. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. And we've been following this group's absolute dominant season, winning most games in blowout fashion.
Truly record-setting fashion. Nonetheless, though, it's been demoralizing to teams facing this group. I mean, before halftime, teams are often down by 15 or 20 points. We might be witnessing another blowout in the making here tonight.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Jay Crowder's checked in for Jonas Jerebko. And a quick look at some of the numbers for Jaylen Brown.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
So it's the Celtics now. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Smart finds Brown. Here's Olynyk. It's Thomas on the wing. He's covered by Thompson. 4 on the clock. From 15 feet away. No good off the front iron. Warriors trail by 9. Iguodala outside. Golden State moving it around. Back to Thompson. Lets the 3 fly. Goes up on the wing. It's hauled in by Brown.
Look, it's real simple. It's a make or miss league, and he just missed it.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Brown's potential really is exciting. I mean, he has the talent, I think, to be a dominant force in this league one day.
Boston shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
Looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers.
Al Horford is checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for the Warriors. Stephen Curry comes in for Sean Livingston. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Take a look at the Warriors. A terrific position for them as they hold up that illustrious top spot, but it's a long season, as we all know.
And right now for the Warriors, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
It appears to me, though, that this group has all the ingredients for a special season.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's KD from deep. Iguodala. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Showing he can bury the long-range missile. I like when he takes these with confidence.
Smart passes to Crowder. Back to Smart. Outside Thomas. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
He has not been at his most efficient this quarter.
Wasted no time on that one. Durant's got it back down to single digits for the Warriors. Curry against Thomas. Horford with the screen on Curry. Inside. That's good from Horford on the assist by Thomas. Thomas got 6 assists in the game.
Well, it's clear that there's a comfort level down there for Horford. He's got a lot of shots he can go to and moves to go with him.
The basket falls, and that's going to be a blocking call.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Defensive foul. Marcus Smart. First personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Golden State.
Free throw no good for Curry.
When you talk about shot mechanics, Curry is as close as you can get to perfect. I mean, you can tell he puts a lot of work into that part of his game, and it pays off.
Thomas kicks to Brown. Back to Thomas. Down low. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And even though they're down, I like the way they're pounding the ball inside. It's leading to a lot of points in the paint.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Celtics, Jaylen Brown. At the line with 1 shot.
That free throw good from Brown. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. They trail by 11. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
And, you know, the guys on the bench have great confidence in themselves, and when their name was called, they were ready to compete and contribute.
1 shot.
Boston leading by 8. Brown outside. Outside, Smart. Pass to Thomas. Horford with the screen on Thompson. From deep, Thomas. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Next up for them, the Bucks in Milwaukee. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. And so it's Boston in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot drums. They're thinking about the shot. Give it up for our contestants.
Thanks for joining us. Through the first half, there is still some work to do for the Golden State Warriors.
They've got to play with more force defensively, if you ask me. You got to make them feel you.
Yeah, touch them up if you have to. Right now, they're putting up no resistance.
And now, and I know it's still early in the season, But let's take a moment to talk about the conference standings in the West.
Well, I think for the Warriors, this team wants to do big things, Shaq-sized things. And I got to say, they're looking almost as dominant as Kenny.
Easy, big fella, but I got to say, they are making it look easy here in this early part of the season. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Warriors trail by 8. It's Durant on the wing. In close, Durant gets the bucket.
What doesn't Kevin Durant do? He's showing us everything here.
Horford sets a screen for Thomas. Outside, Horford. Outside Thomas. A three. And Pachulia pulls it down.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point line.
Outside Crowder. Thomas inside. He's covered by Thompson. 6 to shoot. The kick out to Crowder. Here's Smart. And Pachulia pulls it down. Warriors trail by 6. Got a piece of it and taken away by Brown. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. And the wide open shot from Crowder. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Crowder's got 6.
And the main thing this team wants from Crowder, knock down enough threes.
Thompson for the triple. Buries it from three-point range.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. And great to see last season the Cavaliers celebrate their first title. Greg, which team would you put next on that list to win their first ever?
Well, you look at teams like the Pacers, the Raptors, maybe even the Clippers, all pretty competitive and still looking to plant that flag.
Crowder kicks to Brown. It's Thomas on the wing. Horford with the screen on Thompson. Clock at 6. Thomas against Thompson. Thomas, no luck.
The defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with him.
Thompson misses.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Brown finds Smart. Nice ball movement by Boston. Horford with the screen on KD. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Kevin Durant.
Crowder, for good reason, is known as a tremendous glue guy, an effective role player who plays to his strengths on both ends of the floor.
Free throw good, Crowder. And both free throws good from Crowder. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Curry against Crowder to the inside and stolen by Thomas. In the corner, Horford with it. The three. Here's Crowder, and the layup is good. Crowder's got 7 points for the quarter.
Great hustle by Crowder. He's still got a little bit in the tank, folks. What a competitor.
Here's Curry. He takes it in, makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Offensively, he's carrying his weight, doing his part. Maybe they should get the ball to him a little bit more.
Horford sets a screen for Thomas. He's looking for Horford and finds him. And a dunk by Horford.
Look at how expertly Horford rolls out of the pick. Not only did he do it with fundamental soundness, but he did it fast, too.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Olynyk is checked in for Boston. And the Warriors also making a change. Iguodala's checked in. Smart against Curry. Launches a 3. Oh, Curry so accurate from 3-point range.
That's Curry's game. I mean, you can't give him a sliver of daylight out there.
Horford with a screen on Curry. Smart passes to Horford. Good, and Smart gets the assist. 14 points for Horford.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Brown kicks to Horford. Back to Brown.
2 minutes remaining in the
Outside, Smart.
2 minutes.
Pass to Horford. Just 5 to shoot. Over Curry. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Outside Durant. On the wing, Thompson. That 3 off the mark. Boston leading by 11. Brown the pass to Smart. And here is Olynyk. Outside Crowder. He's looking for Horford and finds him. 5 on the clock. Good for the basket. Number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And here's KD for 3. Connects from 3-point range. KD's got 5 points now in the quarter. And so it's Smart who brings up the ball for Boston. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on Thompson.
Horford doing a nice job playing with strength. That's what they call weight room work that time to get the hoop and the foul.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Jonas Jerebko's checked in for Crowder. Gerald Green comes in for Jaylen Brown. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Marcus Smart. Then for the Warriors, Anderson Varejau's checked in for Pachulia. West comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Here's Iguodala. That drops and it comes off the assist from Livingston. That's 7 points for Iguodala.
And not being as aggressive from the 3-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the middle, here's Olynyk. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Olynyk's got the lead up to 13 now for the Celtics. Here's Iguodala. Drops in the layup for 2. Iguodala's got 9.
When you get looks from there, you're doing a lot right.
Now here's Thomas. And that one released in time, but no good. Al Horford getting it done for the Boston Celtics. It's been an excellent game for him offensively. He's got 21 points and counting. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that, a probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Olynyk dishes to Zeller. Upside Thomas. They kick it out to Green. Over Durant. Green, no luck.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him. Hey, you know, what he lacks inside, he makes up for with his vertical.
Outside Thomas to the inside. Here's Zeller. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Good. KD's got 21 in the game.
Boy, Durant's confidence through the roof. I mean, he knows he can get his shot over anybody at any time.
Inside. And it's sent back by KD.
And he sent a message with that swat. Do not come in my house.
Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. And the defense really pressing up on him. Made that a tough shot. Picked by Bergeron. And there's the call on Durant. That's foul number 2 for him.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads-up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Crowder, he's checked in for Boston. Pachulia, he's checked in for Golden State. Green, and it's good assisting on the play with Livingston. Livingston's got 3 assists now in this one. Now here's Thomas, who's covered by Livingston. They kick it out to Green from downtown. And another miss by Boston. Warriors trail by 7. Durant in the corner. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Al Horford's checked in for Olynyk. Brown comes in for Jonas Jerebko. And Smart subbed in for Green. Thomas up top. He's covered by Thompson. And that one, good. And the Celtics lead by 9.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
The Celtics call time. Making a switch here. Iguodala's checked in. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hi, Kevin. Well, the head coach for the Celtics talked to his team during the break. Now, they've been happy with the way the team is shooting. He reminded players to keep taking those threes, that they've had some clean looks. That 3 goes in, it's always a welcome sight. Guys?
Thank you, David. Thompson. Rebound by Smart.
Well, you can see, even when he has a tough outing, his confidence is unwavering.
Now, Thomas. Horford sets a screen for Thomas. Now, Horford. Big-time jam. He was ready to receive and deliver.
Boy, what a game so far for Horford. Man, it's got to make his coaches feel really good and confident with what he's doing out here.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Boston leading by 7. It's Thomas, high post. Working on Thompson, and Thompson sends it back.
So disruptive. Thompson's defensive instincts are off the charts.
Curry, and there's the drive. Horford pulls it down. Boston's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Smart outside. Misses the 3. Warriors trail by 7. Iguodala left side. Oh, softly lays it in.
Cool as they come in a tight spot like that. Great poise.
Horford, and there's the dunk.
Well, you can't afford to give Horford that type of advantage inside. As soon as you do that, you're cooked.
Here's Durant. Fires the three. Over the coverage. Durant gets it to go.
No stage too big for KD. If you need a basket, he's your man.
Now Thomas. Smart fires. He's off from three. KD against Thomas. Durant. Durant uses his size in close.
Somebody lit a fire under Kevin Durant.
Thomas against Thompson. Outside Thomas. Horford. Now Brown. Smart outside. The long shot, no good.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
And they go to the intentional foul. Pachulia, he's checked in for Golden State. Guys, this possession could decide their fate.
They have to be careful with the ball.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a three-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Wow, I tell you what, those free throws would give them some much-needed breathing room. 2-possession game now.
No question about it. Curry is on fire right now.
Here's Smart, and now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late-game free throws are a lot different than early-game free throws in terms of making it.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he does get the second one. And that makes it a 3-point lead. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that hall?
And if you can get a three, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
KD against Brown. Here's Curry to tie it up. A three-pointer. Good.
Fearless. Curry takes the challenge and gets that big basket to fall.
The Celtics call time. Points was their biggest lead in the game. Thomas fires and hit the three, and regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. We've got more in store for you right after this. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Here's Brown. Horford with a screen on Durant. Brown! Cash money! Brown with the tray.
A work in progress from Brown. When he's connecting from deep, everything else becomes easier.
Kevin Durant. No good from three. Boston leading by 3. Now Thomas. Now Horford. Plenty of space. The shot is off.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Curry. Curry able to beat the contact inside.
And Curry's not the biggest guy, but he can sense the contact coming and makes the adjustment.
Team foul. At the line for the Warriors, Stephen Curry, shooting one.
That's good from Stephen Curry.
And really, the tension could not be higher right now. And he looked like he was shooting free throws at practice. What a cool customer.
Outside Crowder. Now Thomas. Shot clock at 6. Basket is good.
Outstanding display of pick-and-roll basketball orchestrated by IT, the maestro.
Up top, Curry. He's guarded by Thomas. Foul finish by Stephen Curry.
He's simply on a tear right now and showing no signs of slowing down.
And it's Smart with the ball for the Celtics. About 90 seconds off the clock here in the extra period. That one misses. The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the floor as we've gotten this overtime period underway. Puts up the 3. Durant with the rebound.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Takes it inside. Good!
Yeah, you know, you're kidding yourself if you think Durant is going to back down from your opponent. What a strong finish there. Hey, those and one plays can really be backbreakers in a close game.
Celtics trail by 3. Outside Thomas. Smart outside. Here's Brown. Down he goes for 3.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Here's the Warriors with the ball. Curry. Rebounded by Brown.
And you can see the defender's afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Smart up top. Here's Thomas. Smart outside. Missed on the 3. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Here's Curry. It's in.
Stronger than he looks. Curry able to take the hit there and finish.
The Celtics call time. Thoughts on what Coach wants to do here?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw up.
Now Thomas. So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things